I'm Pavlo. I'm an architect and I run a company of 16 people with my partner. We're based in Sydney Olympic Park and we've been operating for about 10 years. We mainly focus on multi-unit residential flat buildings, as small as boutique 5-unit apartments to as big as 800-unit complexes. The experience was something that I wish I'd done much earlier. Reason being is we've set a goal for the company. We've presented that goal to our staff and the feedback that we're getting is, it's amazing. We've got this plan to make sure that we deliver for our team. They're not financial goals. They're not like, let's work our asses off to get out of a bad situation. It's basically the goals that we're producing are goals to set an environment which we're all really, really proud to be a part of. So thus far, it's been, an awesome process. One of the reasons I signed up is because, scrolling through Instagram, I connected with what Andrew was saying is you're always putting out fires, you're always, on the tools, you're constantly working, but these problems keep on coming up. The biggest thing that I'm kind of doing now is I'm actually forcing myself to get back off the tools to work on the company, and I can already foresee the benefits that has the potential to have. So still a very much work in progress for us, but again, I wish this was something that I'd done earlier because this would have had the opportunity to stop some of the big mistakes that we'd made as a young company. And mainly because as architects or as any other kind of profession, when you go to university, you don't get taught how to run a company. But when you start to lead people, a lot of that is very new territory, and I think that's what I need to kind of level up because that's what's been holding me back. We had a really, really big vision when we started off. That followed up after a few years of burnout, not meeting the targets that we'd hoped. So the team morale, kind of my morale was starting to wind down quite a bit. Finding the purpose again, to kind of remember that original spark, and I want to take that back and I want to, flow that back into the team so that we can, revitalize the company. A lot of the struggles that we're facing is in terms of team and leadership. It's essentially giving the team the right guidance and setting up the right structures so that they have the framework to be successful. The difficulties were that everyone was reporting to me and my staff weren't getting enough time from me. We've hired, we're still in the process of fixing that, but it's, in the last 3 months, that's come away into improving the bottleneck. For someone that's thinking of joining the program, I think it's a great way to start thinking differently about business and about running a company. For me, it's made me shift a paradigm so that I can start working on the business rather than in the business, because that in long term has significant benefits in terms of growth and capacity, whereas if you're constantly working in the business, you're just going to always stop at a bottleneck.